So about a month ago, there was that whole Chick-fil-A thing, and I didn't feel the need to talk about it much because I thought it got way too much attention as it is, and what I thought about it had already been said. But then this whole Todd Aiken thing happened, where a Republican Senate candidate in the state of Missouri talked about legitimate rape and pushed pseudoscience about women not getting pregnant from rape. And I thought I could tie these two issues together and hopefully shed some light on this question.
How come with Christians, it seems like any time someone disagrees with their policies, it turns into persecution on a religious and global level?
Another reason I didn't talk about this issue is because I didn't find it terribly interesting. Another religious moron disparaged gay marriage. This one happened to own a large food chain. Even though I disagree with his position, I didn't see anything terribly unique about this case that gave me the desire to talk about it. But there was one side of this issue that really did piss me off, and that was the reaction from some conservative Christians.
For many people, it's a First Amendment issue. They believe that the CEO of Chick-fil-A, Dan Cathy, should not have been so roundly criticized for simply expressing his views about marriage.
But this is a big day, not for Chick-fil-A, but for America, and for people who believe that the First Amendment applies to everybody, including Christians.
Now, this goes back to the question that Bobo asked about persecution. If a Christian legitimately had their freedom of speech taken away, that would be persecution. But how can anyone say that this is a First Amendment case? Did I miss something? Did Dan Cathy get arrested? Was he censored? Was he unable to make his remarks in some way? No. People who disagreed with him responded negatively. That's what happens when you say something controversial. Right-wingers always champion themselves as the defenders of freedom. We live in a country where our rights supposedly come from God. Yet why is it that religious conservatives are consistently the most confused about what their civil liberties are? This is not a First Amendment issue, it is about the informal rules of conversation. Look at what happened to Todd Aiken. He made his remarks and more or less stood by them, except for his use of the word legitimate. He didn't get arrested or have to pay any fine. He didn't even have to drop out of the Senate race that he's in. What did happen was that he was disavowed by just about everyone, including just about everyone in his own party, except for Mike Huckabee, oddly enough. That's what happens when you say something stupid. You pay a price, not a legal one, but you will be met with contempt and harsh repudiation. If you're a politician, you may well lose the race you're in and possibly even throw away your political career, as could happen with Todd Aiken. Think about it this way. When Mitt Romney debates Barack Obama in several weeks, he could look the president in the eye and call him the N-word. There's no law against doing that. They might not even bleep it on TV. However, he would be met with backlash so hard that his political career would be over and possibly the election along with it. Now, coming back to Christianity, and specifically conservative Christians, the reason you get language of persecution and talk of civil liberties being taken away is because people like Mike Huckabee don't think these rules of conversation apply to their religion. And to criticize Christianity, even an issue involved with traditional religious views, is an offense the magnitude of which is as great as taking away civil liberties. To put it simply, there is an expectation that their ideas are beyond criticism.